Amy Medford with Medford Knife and Tool. Knives on the table today are for Chris Miller at KnifeJoy in Cherry Valley, Arkansas, near Memphis, near the Tennessee border. Let's see the exact address. 3779 Highway 1, Cherry Valley, Arkansas. I don't think that he does have a brick and mortar store, but I could have asked him. He is here today visiting and touring the factory. He went out to lunch with Lindsay and Jeff and Greg, and when I asked him if he wanted to be in the video, he's like, yeah, not so much. So I'm like, that's cool. So Chris is here, but he's not in the video. And he did see all the knives that are headed his way, so he's excited to get another shipment. So let's take a look and see what's headed his way. We're gonna start with the M48s. Damn, that green is pretty. So M48, we have a all blacked out one with a flamed clip. Yeah, flamed clip. It's hard to see. It looks almost neutral or bronze. And flame treated hardware. We have a tumbled and green handled M48, which looks like a bronze clip. God, the bronze and the OD looks surprisingly good. And that may be a flamed as well. But the flaming brings out bronze colors, so I can see how that would happen. And then we have a PVD with our Dijon yellow, mustard yellow handle. And that's a striking contrast. That color is just beautiful, very vivid. PVD spring and clip. So this is, again, a half titanium, half aluminum knife. Aluminum handle, titanium spring relief. Here's one of our Swift Autos with our blue aluminum chassis flamed hardware, flamed clip. That's beautiful as well. Micro Praetorian TS 3V, so CPM 3V Vulcan drop point blade, tumbled handles, flamed hardware, PVD breaker, flamed clip. Praetorian Genesis G with an OD green G10 handle. Just gorgeous, beautiful colors on the blade. God, that looks beautiful with the OD green, and the flamed hardware sets it off real nicely. Tumbled spring, flamed clip. Genesis T 3V PVD drop point with PVD pivots, handle spring breaker, and clip. So a blackout Praetorian Genesis T. Praetorian Genesis T S35 Vulcan drop point. We have bronze handles that were faced silver, so a two-tone handle. No sculpting, mind you, just a little bit of polishing work. Bronze hardware and clip, so two-tone on the handle and spring. Looks like an almost full Terminator style Genesis TS35 tumbled tanto, tumbled handle and spring, flamed hardware. I believe this one has faced silver flat, and the spring relief is purely tumbled titanium with the new process, the shiny process. 3V Vulcan Tanto, stunning blade. And for those of you who like just straightforward knives, everything else on this is standard. Standard hardware, clip, and handles. Genesis T with S35VM PVD Tanto blade, PVD handle spring. Very vibrant blue pivots on that, and a brushed blue clip. A Genesis T with a paisley, an oversized paisley laser engraving. Almost look like peacock feathers. Very fancy, but with a subdued overall finish. Tumbled parts and bronze hardware. I think it leaves a lot to the imagination. Very cool knife. Now we go into our full-sized Praetorian models. Here's a Praetorian TS35 Vulcan drop point with our tattered flag, 1776 original Betsy Ross flag. Just harkens back. Very nice antique flavor to it. And we have a full-size Praetorian G. Same overall length, same dimensions and specs as the T, except it is a G10 handle as opposed to full titanium. S35 PVD Tanto, black G10 handle, PVD spring and clip. So half titanium, half G10. That's what the Praetorian G comes from. And we have a bunch of USMC fighter flippers. Terminator style. No treated parts. All tumbled. Very sexy. Almost Terminator style. Tumble blade handle spring with flamed hardware and pommel and clip. PVD, blade handle spring, flamed pommel, hardware and clip. Blackout with blue pinstriping. So I'm going to rotate that, see if you can catch it. Blue pin striping, and that is the only thing on this knife that has any pop of color. This one here, okay, so tumbled PVD handle and spring with pin striping. PVD blade with brushed silver flats. The two-tone on these blades is just badass looking. And a PVD clip with brushed silver flats. That one's just bad to the bone. I love this G10 laser grip on this. This was intended to complement the USMC fixed fighter, the contoured G10 handles that are on that. That's exactly what this image is. And it's on both handle and spring. So if you have a USMC fixed fighter and you want a fighter flipper to match it, this is the one. The last USMC fighter flipper is PVD blade with a faced and flamed galaxy. It really does look like a glimpse of the galaxy with all this splattered, and it looks like nebula, who knows, all kinds of stars and cool galactic effects. Brushed flame clip, PVD pommel, and spring. The last three knives on the table are all, no, not all, I take that back. We have one full thick Marauder, and the main difference without doing anything other than looking from the top down is the handles on the Marauder H have these machined rectangular recesses, whereas the full-size Marauder has the two finger grooves and scallops. The fullers look identical. The overall length is identical. The other main contributing factor to the differences between the two is the thickness of the blade. The Marauder full size is 0.260 inch thick. The Marauder H is 0.190 inch thick. You'll see the handles are the same thickness as well. So Marauder H Terminator with flamed hardware, and a full-size Marauder Blackout with a 3V PVD Tonto blade. And then the last Marauder H on the table is tumbled Tonto with faced and tsunami flamed handle, a blue spring with a flamed clip. So a really nice array of pretty standard fit and finish offerings for Chris at KnifeJoy. Not a whole lot of heavy lifting here. You know, no sculpting here, a couple laser engraving, mostly standard. So this will give you an idea of things that you can order directly off the website, or knives that you can get without investing another $150, $250, $300 to $400 in sculpting and other upgrades. So beautiful batch of pretty standard knives headed Chris Miller's way at KnifeJoy. Check him out at knifejoy.com. Keep watching the videos, and until the next time, I'm out.